Hello kings and queens, the Trap Witch here. I'm going to give you a full moon in Aquarius reading as we prepare to go into the weekend. The full moon energy is going to be strong. All this month it's going to be like ridiculous. A lot of truth, a lot of revelation of self, revelation of situations that you are in, just a whole lot of motherfucking revelation going on. This energy has no time for fugaziness within yourself, fugaziness within other people. Expect a lot of drama, expect a lot of scandal, expect a lot of shit to be ripped from the foundation of which they thought it was secure. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull some cards for you and see what Spirit has to say about preparing yourself, about going into this energy this weekend. I did post a ritual on my page that you can simply speak under the full moon with a candle. Even if you don't have a candle, you know, you can just do it. Our words have the power to manifest. When we speak, we cast spells. So just go ahead and, you know, you don't have to always say the one that I put. You can make up your own. Just remember, be wary of how you choose your words. Spirit does not speak in money. Spirit does not speak in dick. So if you're asking for money, ask for abundance, ask for prosperity, ask for opportunity. If you're asking for dick or for vagina, ask for unconditional love or a matched vibration. Just speak of things more organically as opposed to spirit and not so much the physical world. Yeah, because spirit don't speak that. Speaks, you know, good intention, good vibrations, okay? So let us go ahead and get these cards started for you. Spirit, we call you in on behalf of the collective. We ask for the highest good of all those involved with harm to none. We ask for guidance. We ask for clear perception. We ask, what is it subconsciously that we are not seeing that's underlying on the surface that needs to be brought up? What do we need to know that needs to be revealed? I call in the energy of my Egun. I call in the power of the ancestors. I call in specifically at this time Shango and Oya, who are bringing transformation, life and death, justice and balance. What is it that Spirit has to say to the collective? We ask for the highest good of all those involved. May only benevolence speak through me right now. Okay. Okay. Card popped out, y'all. Flipped right over. Spirit's really funny. Okay. Seems like there's a lot of blockages going into this full moon in Aquarius. Whew. Okay, so I pulled 5 cards, and then there was one that popped out. So 6. Not ironic that I chose 5 and 1 popped out, because 6 is the number of Shango, the Orisha of passion, justice, and balance. And he is in the air. I was inspired to do this reading tonight because as I was laying here, there was thunder outside, and he's the god of thunder. And so I was just like, it's that time. So I just went ahead and did it tonight. Okay, the card that popped out of the deck that Spirit was so adamant about having us see. This is the Master of the Head card, and it is reversed, okay? This is saying, why aren't you the master of your own head? What has allowed your head to become corrupted? This card is actually the Hierophant card in the traditional tarot, which the Hierophant is very representational of your beliefs, your core morals, your ethics, religion, spiritual beliefs, all of those things, right? And so It's saying that it's become compromised. You have allowed your head to be compromised, and why can't I speak? You are no longer in control. So what does that mean? You need to take back control. What have you allowed to possess and pay rent within your head? You know, there's a song that I like by this girl, and she says, you know, I made a deal with the devil. It's a price I made. I told him he could stay here until he got paid, something like that. So a lot of you are allowing the devil or negativity or things that compromise your willpower or the way you think. And you don't have to, because once you become the master of this, you can master anything. But the truth is, this and this have to work together. You know, you have too much of this, the shit's no good. Too much of this, the shit is no good. So it's saying that, firstly, you need to take back control of your own head. Why? Because you are not doing proper judgment to yourself. Is that not sign enough? Like, again, this is a secret societies card, and it shows a person with a bag over his head, and look at all these like prey-like people around them, right? So it's reverse, saying that you are not making the proper judgment to become the master of your head. You are allowing other people's perception of you to allow you to prosper. You are allowing low vibrations to take up space in your head, that you probably are so worried about being judged by others that you would do injustice to yourself just so that you aren't judged by them. Yeah? Sound about right? With these figures in the background, right? They don't even look like they're for you. You know what I mean? Like, so eventually, by doing an injustice to yourself and not proper judgment on what you should do for yourself, you're gonna fall victim to these people. And they're probably the ones who put the bag over your head. You know what I'm saying? You are not... There goes that thunder again. You are not aware of the resources that you have available to you, okay? This card is the Yagao card. This is what it looks like upright. This card shows a new initiate in Santeria, right? This card shows the warriors. The warriors are the first tool of divination that someone who enters into Santeria is given in order to start manifesting properly for themselves, okay? There's Elewa, he's at the bottom. There's Ochozi, who is the arrow. There's Ogun, who is the god of war and battle. And there's Oksum, who is the lookout, right? So being that it's reversed, okay? It's saying that you think that you don't have the proper resources to divinate for yourself. That you don't have the proper resources to manifest the magic that you think that you need for your life. You don't think that you have the warriors, okay? So based on the first two cards, you're allowing other people to corrupt your head. So this sounds like you're having a little bit of a codependency issue, yeah? You're allowing people to... You're allowing people to put a price on your worth because you are allowing their perception of what they think is cool or what they think is, you know, how you should be, how you rule your life. You're so afraid of being judged that you don't want to be yourself, that you'd rather do an injustice and not go within. And like the warriors are everything that you need within. Like they're all your own resources, you know? With Elewa, you have the ability to be the master of your crossroads and the master of your own messages. with Ochozi, he's a master huntsman. Wherever he points his arrow to the sky, it comes back down and never misses its mark. But if you don't have a clear target of where you're trying to aim to, so it's bound to land anywhere. What if it comes back down and it hits you? Ogun, he's the god of war and battle and weaponry and all of these things. And the thing is, if you are not a some people get caught up in being a warrior or being a soldier, and they will do more damage than they will do good. They will pillage, they will rape, they will destroy, and leave nothing of which they were planning to save, right? Because oftentimes warriors and soldiers, they come in for a mission, and you, on your spiritual journey, you have a mission. If you do not use your power accordingly, you have the ability to destroy in which things that you were meant to preserve. And Oksum is a lookout. I'm not going to get too much into him, but you're thinking that you don't have all the resources. But the thing is, when I say about Ogun, like, this kind of goes to the next card for me, which is Papa Legba, and he's in the form of Legba la Flambeau, okay? This talks about a newly initiated elder who's really excited to impress with his newfound powers. And it talks about him having the pride of a lion's mane. That's what it says in the book. And it's not surprising that we're in Leo season and people are wanting to flex what they feel is like their newfound power. But with this card, it's saying, be careful how you flex. Your powers have the ability to either make or destroy you. The aspects of the Fool, like you're in a new this is a lot of new beginnings for people, a lot of time of transformation. And when you are naive that you have all this power and you're braggadocious and you're egotistical with it, you'll often misuse it, and you will often cause a hazard to yourself and others because you have no control. So it's saying control your power. And it says control your power because you're not even properly healed yet. Okay? This is a card of healing. And so a lot of you, oh God, a lot of you are still resisting doing the healing work necessary in order for you to move forward on your journey, okay? Because let me touch on this. The last card is the Santera card, and it's reverse. A Santera is a high priestess in the Santeria religion. She has the ability to heal herself and others. This card popped up for somebody in a reeling earlier. It's saying that the attributes of this person have to do with Oya or Obatala. Oya is the Orisha of life, death, and transformation. Obatala is the Orisha of maturity, wisdom, and inner peace, okay? And it's saying it's dire to anyone who crosses her trust. So think about this, okay? You are neglecting your healing. And imagine you are, how do I say this? You're neglecting your healing. And so the aspects of Oya and Obatala, right? Like, you're disturbing your own inner peace that you deserve, and you're also disturbing the beautiful transformation that Oya is trying to bring to you by being stubborn, by not wanting to claim your own head back, by not wanting to do justice to yourself and bring yourself proper balance and stability, regards of what others have to say about it, regards of who judges you for doing what is right, to become in control of your own willpower, of your own thoughts and your own ideas, regardless of any of that, you know, that you do have the resources, you do have the warriors, you do have everything that you need to manifest and divinate and conjure the magic that you want for your life. But you have to be careful, you know, because don't let the power go to your head, especially, like I said, if you're not fully healed. A lot of people want to rush their transformations and it's often due to peer pressure. I feel like I pick up on a lot of codependency in these first 3 cards where, like I said, you don't feel like you're the master of your own head, so maybe you're allowing people's opinions to influence you. You are allowing how you look at yourself to be based on how others look at you. You are looking outside of yourself for resources when you should be looking within, right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and pull, I'm going to pull 3 oracle cards because like I like all 3 of these decks so much that I can never make up my mind. So let's go to the Witchery Way oracle deck. The flowers. Happiness, beauty, and joy. How fitting. Number 9 in the corner. And the Queen card. Okay? 9 is the number of the dead. 9 is also the number of Oya. Like I said, Orisha of life, death, and transformation. Okay? Think about flowers. Flowers, depending on the seasons, they go through cycles, right? They bloom, they die, they grow back again. It's a constant cycle. And so the happiness, beauty, and joy that you want for your life is going to be based on this life, death, and transformation. You have to allow it to be organic. You understand what I'm saying? When you resist the natural transformation that wants to occur, you're only asking for more problems for yourself, okay? When you resist nature, she comes and she destroys. You cannot resist nature at all. And you cannot go against the natural process. We know that when we try to force things to bloom or be ripe before their time, they're just not as long-lived. Like I often, I know about like flowers that they force to bloom unnaturally, before, and like they don't have as long of a life. With fruit in the supermarket that they force ripen, like it never has as great of a taste. It doesn't have as great of a sweetness. So it's saying like, don't rush it. Don't rush through and past the healing, because you're only going to make disappointment for yourself. You have to let things happen organically, it's like, also too, there's a quote that says it says like, if you have 2 flowers next to each other, just because one blooms sooner than the other doesn't mean that the other one's never going to bloom. Like people get caught up in speed, even if they say, oh no, I'm not caught up in that. They are, because they want what they want now, and that's perfectly natural to want something when you want it really, really, really bad. You know what I mean? So don't force yourself to jump in and start flexing your power before it's time, because it's going to be short-lived. If you really want long-term happiness, beauty, and joy in your life, allow this death and this transformation to be organic by really going within self, regardless of what other people say, regardless of what other people's opinions are, regardless of any of that shit, okay? At the end of the day, you have to hold yourself accountable. You are responsible for your own growth. You are responsible for your own joy, peace, and happiness. Do not let another motherfucker dictate to you what your joy, peace, and happiness should fucking look like. You feel me? Okay. So let's pull an angel card. sensitivity. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. When we are caught up in our emotions and we are extra sensitive, I think at times when we don't know how to go through those emotions, we resist going through the motions, so we numb ourselves or we try not to feel, or don't honor yourself and your own feelings by involving too many other people in them. It's okay to have someone's opinion, but never allow that to influence you, because they don't have to live with the repercussions or the outcome or the decisions. And so someone asked me recently, well, if that's the case, then why go to a tarot reader? You have to discern for yourself what information that you want to take from readings that is applicable to your life, that you feel like sits well with your soul and sits well with your spirit, and that's going to help you, okay? And the truth is, old ways don't open new doors, and sometimes we can value the opinions of others, and especially when we're feeling extra sensitive and someone is wanting to be there for us, we can value that. But remember to discern within yourself what it is that you really need by honoring your feelings and your emotions, and really going within to say, wow, what is it for my life that is going to make me genuinely happy? The last card I'm going to pull is going to be from the Isis deck, and it's probably going to be a loaded card because these are really long, and I would like to leave you with something really to sit on. Mother of life, nourishment of the golden grain mother. You know why this is very, very not coincidental? Because August 1st was some festival to do with grain and the harvest of wheat. Because I don't remember exactly. I don't know if this is some sort of wheat moon that we're actually going into, where you collect, where the farmers would collect the wheat. I actually think it is. That's kind of on point, yeah? I feel like, that's definitely on point. Definitely on point. Mother of life. Page 109, okay? And I always say that I add up the numbers because I'm big into the numbers like that. So it's on page 109. 9 and 1 is 10. 10 is 1. We are in a 1 year, which 1 often represents new beginnings. And with this full moon in Aquarius, I feel like I said, there's a lot of revelation and a lot of new beginnings based on what is going to be revealed to you in this eclipse. So Mother of Life, 109. We can sometimes fall into existing and doing rather than truly living. We only know that this has happened when suddenly our life seems dry, depleted, filled with tasks, or it feels like we are stuck in a rut or habit that may have been comfortable but is becoming stifling and suppressing. Isis, the Mother of Life, holds the ability to restore even the most numb, resistant, and difficult circumstances and people back into life. She calls to you now, seeking to bestow gifts of life upon you. Be bold and brave, open your arms, and receive. Isis is known as the sustainer of life, able to restore, nourish, and bring to life that which has been cast aside or lost, that which you have considered beyond repair, a lost cause, or deadened. There are parts of your life, beloved initiate, that are ready to receive more life. You will be able to recognize this in any discomfort that you are currently experiencing in your life. Discomfort and unfamiliarity is where life is attempting to break through to you, to reach through the walls that may have once created to protect yourself, but that now you need to either climb over, demolish, or at least open up with some doors and windows. The tricky part is that most often we don't consciously realize that we are not living. It is not until we start to live more trustingly that it becomes obvious that we're hiding ourselves from life. Life is calling to you to partake more so of her gifts of experience. This oracle brings encouragement and guidance for you to learn skills and practices that nourish you and your community. You have the Divine Mother within you. How shall you offer nourishment through her? It might be through cooking, through learning to be more present in your body and taking time to express your feelings or reality, or it might be through taking a dance or yoga class, spending time in nature or with animals, for example. Have you been thinking of joining a class or a group, learning a new hobby or skill? The Oracle of the Mother of Life is confirming that you are on the right track. So keep open to opportunities and further instincts of pursuing these matters, and know that if you are a bit worried that it is a stretch for you, then it is even more likely that you are on the right track. Stay connected to your heart and give yourself permission to grow. This oracle also brings guidance that new people, places, and things will enrich your life in the near future. And if you have been praying for freshness, inspiration, and more fun, you know that your intuitions and urges to reach out and act in new ways are a part of how your prayers are being answered now. The Mother of Life Oracle also asks for patience. In the same way that there is growth of... I gotta stop right there real quick. The flowers, the Mother of Life Oracle also asks for patience. In the same way that there is a growth cycle required before a child can become an adult and tap into the energy of the mother within to nourish him or herself, so too do certain life phases require patience as they mature. As your journey into the new life seeking you, you will need to be patient as you learn and grow. You will eventually become very comfortable with that which at first is distinctly uncomfortable. It just takes time, patience, not running away, and being present with yourself, just like the Mother of Life who never leaves you. She is always waiting for your return to her embrace as you open to the new unfoldment of experience in your life. So a lot of the things that we pulled in those other cards came out in there, okay? Mainly like the life cycles, and like I was saying, the life cycles of flowers, right? Being sensitive, that you need to be sensitive to the energies and emotions that you're feeling, and be patient with yourself, be compassionate with yourself, that the things that you are feeling are uncomfortable, because the truth is you are ready to expand and you are ready to be out of your comfort zone. Nothing great was ever achieved in a comfort zone. And then also the Leg Bala Flambeau card that I said was talked about flexing your powers, right? It says that, you know, where is it? There was a part in there that really, so it says you have to tap into the energy. Either way, it was in there. It was in there. It was spot on. So I hope this really hits home for you. I know in some aspects for me it's hit home. I'm ready for this shift. I'm really excited. I feel like I've done great work to prepare myself. I'm very at ease. I'm happy with whatever comes from it. But yeah, keep in mind everything that I said, okay? Especially being the master of your own head, okay? Being the master of your own head, because why is that so important? You cannot allow yourself to be influenced. If you allow yourself to be influenced in this life and you are naive, you will be thrown off course. And often when you're thrown off course, those people in the background, they don't give a fuck. They're like, oh, okay, your head's on the chopping block, it's bagged, oh, okay. You gotta look out, you know? And being, you know, it says the tricky part is that most often we don't consider or consciously realize that we are not living. You know, we're not living for ourselves. How many of us are living for other people? Living falsehood because we're afraid of being judged. Afraid of being true because people won't like us anymore. The truth is, some of the people around you, they don't even like themselves. So why impress people with beliefs that aren't really your own, or depending on them, or trying to impress them when they don't even really matter. You know, if you have to do all of that, those aren't your people. So this moon is really about to reveal some shit for people, and it's going to, I feel like, force you out of that comfort zone, because you're gonna have to do the healing. And literally this month, every intuitive, every person that I see that's posting about this month in Leo, it's saying let go or be dragged. Let go of which hinders you, make the adjustments, make the changes, heal yourself, or be dragged. Get fucked up if you want to. It's going to be harder to build, I mean, yourself back, but some people, they have to hit rock bottom before they can decide to really make a conscious effort to want to change and build something solid. Some people gonna have to get knocked to rock bottom to rebuild themselves, you know? So I thank you always for your continued support. This was a pretty chill reading. It's late, and yeah, I just wanted to get it out to you before tomorrow, or today's Saturday, but whatever, before the energy really starts, you know, so you have an idea of what to expect. So I wish you a blessed weekend, lots of love and light. Put your big boy drawers on, put your big girl panties on, embrace yourself, because like a lot of shit, a lot of drama is about to go down, and it's better for you to be prepared than to be caught off guard. So blessings to you, love and light, and do the work. Take care.